What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. A very happy Thursday to all of you. It is Thursday, March 23rd, and I hope you all are doing well wherever you're at in the world at the time you find this reaction. So in today's video, I'll be reacting to the 11th episode of Spy Classroom. This is the fourth part of the Mission Daughter Dearest segment. Before I start today's reaction, I do want to just give a very big thank you to all of you that have sent good wishes and support. As you know, it's been 1 week since I found out I'm going to be laid off from my job, and while I've had to make some pretty drastic decisions with the spring reactions because of those things, I'm very happy to share with all of you that I've made a number of very positive strides towards securing new employment just within this last week. And I also want to thank the community because some of you have actually shared with me in some of the online forums that I'm a part of with some of you. You've shared some links to other employers that I might be able to get with. So I do just want to thank you all for your support and your thoughts. I'm doing a lot better this week than I was this time last week. First time going through a furlough, and it's tough. But it's all going to get better, and once it all gets better, this will all be behind me, and then I'll be able to focus on the things that I love, like this channel. So back to Spy Classroom. So in the last episode, again, this was part three of what is now a 4-part arc series. And in last week's episode, we did fine-tune down to who the corpse actually is, the one that has been trying to assassinate Ui, the politician that's basically been helping the kids and the less fortunate. And it is none other than Olivia, the maid who's been living with Ui. No surprises there. We all knew that it was probably, watch my language there. But we probably all knew that she was probably the one. It's normally the people that are closest to you that in many cases will be the ones trying to take your life, especially in a situation and environment quite like what they are in with two different governments and lands trying to basically kill each other's spies off. So of course, Greta had already picked up onto this, and so she had enacted a elaborate strategy with Klaus to be able to identify different movements and things that were happening within the mansion and be able to fine-tune down who the victim might actually be. We know that Greta was pretending to be corpse, and she was the one who pretended to do the first couple of assassinations. But again, she did that without the other girls knowing, which we did see at the end of the episode. Lily, Sarah, and Sibylla did confront her on that, and we did get a little more backstory into the reason that she does the things she does. We know that she's fueled, of course, by her love for Klaus at this point, but also because of the background she came through and the fact that he's just taking too much on himself. And she's just really smart. I mean, again, out of everyone who's present here, there's a reason these 4 girls were chosen for this particular team. And even though they're not all the greatest spies by any means of the draw, you can't help but say that right now, Greta is easily the smartest person that's present right now. She is very on her feet. She was very attentive to little things that Olivia had been doing throughout the duration of this segment of the arc so far, and she's just really adaptable to the situation that they're in right now. And courtesy of that, they were able to kind of get Olivia to come out probably a little sooner than later, because Olivia realized that the trap was already set and that the game was up, especially when she got caught with the glass shard in her hand. So I think last week's episode was a great episode, and I know using the word great in this show is kind of odd, but I hope that that's a testament to the fact that I am enjoying where they're trying to go. This still by no means has been really, you could say, a good show, but right now I do think I can say it is at least passing. I think the plot is doing its best to come together, and this episode will definitely determine if this season or this show can get a passing score or a failing score. And as of right now, it's passing with a 6. So we'll see how things play out from here. So now everything is up. Olivia's tried to kill the girls with bombs, and now they've realized that they're going to have to handle Corpse on her own, because right now there is no time to get Klaus engaged with what's happening. So that's where we left off last episode, and I'm going to go ahead and get the episode pulled up here. It'll be a split second for you all, and when I come back, we'll get this reaction started. All right, I am back. I have the episode pulled up. Before we start the episode, just want to let you guys know, during this time of the day, the sun is really, really bright on this side of my house. And today particularly, it is super bright. So if the sun starts coming through in a way that it completely washes out this side of the screen, it shouldn't, because I put kind of like a sheet or something up there to try to help with that. But if that does happen, sorry about that. Can't do anything about the great sun. So, but we're going to go ahead and get this episode started. This is episode 11, and this is part 4 of the Mission Daughter Dearest arc. Let's go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's right. I forgot that he did get it and then got blow. Right. Right. It may also be that this is going to be an ultimate test for them while he handles a whole other situation. Yeah. He was never here. She had it all down. Man, she got his disguise down to a science. I tell you. Of course you. Oh my goodness. Of course you did. If only y'all knew. Right. Okay, so Olivia's the one that is working with Corpse, but Corpse is off somewhere. Okay, okay. So I kept saying Corpse, but it's not Corpse. It's just Olivia's just Olivia. Yeah, because y'all have a pretty big situation here. Oh. So they were okay, so it all worked out. It was 4 and 4. They were all gonna be using. What in the actual hell? He's disguised as. Oh, she's just. I'm just gonna watch the episode, bruh. What in the world? She got his voice in. Greta, I gotta tell you, I got some words for you at the end of all this. But he has put his faith in them, so it's gonna work out. Yeah, because y'all are both holding two parts of the same mission. I mean, it's a very important mission here. But why are. I'm so just blown. That was such a segment. Uh, so she was a prostitute. Oh, damn. He just told her to jump out the fucking window. Yo! What a savage. Or they could just say it was an assassin who killed a whole bunch of people. Work one or the other. And so this is why you worked with him. Watch her yank her out the window. Or not. Okay, Roland. So Roland is his name. So she was just a prostitute who had to take advantage of whatever was offered to her. And that's what led us here. Damn, my man went by every freaking tool name under the sun. Well, if this ain't a sign that you're about to die, Olivia, I don't know what is. You are definitely not making it out of this. Damn, you almost didn't make it out of that. Now, how? Guns really do be easily being taken out of the scenario in this show. Got it. Never mind. The guns return. Your aim doesn't, but A. Yes, her poison is amazing. We've learned this over time. How the hell? I don't trust anything. I just assume that everything's a disguise now in a way. Yeah. Hey, don't come after my girl. She gonna light your ass up. Don't play. Okay, so it was actually them. Listen, I don't know what to trust anymore in this damn show. There's just disguises all over the place. She'll hold it down. I have no worry that she won't hold it down. And she means that. And she means that. They're all rooting. Who knows? Maybe something will come of it. Or not. I don't know. I don't know if I'd go up against Gutter right now. She look like she ready to whip some ass. Olivia, Olivia, you ain't coming out of this mansion alive. Right about to, she about to fuck you up. You ain't coming out of this alive. My girl got motivation of being held. Oh, and you've come right to me. You ain't killed a damn person. Stop. Stop the cap. You playing right now. You didn't even go confirm if your victims was actually dead or not, you dumb dummy. Like, exactly, pull out that damn gun and actually hit something. Damn! These bullets don't be hitting nothing. How? Congratulations for you. Why are we talking about sex right now? I'm so happy for you. Yo. Nah, I'll pass. Like apprentice psych leader. I mean, at the rate bullets go in this show, the bullet probably won't hit. Damn. Wow. Oof. Damn. Who capped you? Or did she do it herself? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. You thought she was just. My girl about to get her a hug. She ain't playing with you right now. Oh, damn. Hey, hey. You didn't need to. Yeah. Yeah, she's been wearing a mask the whole time. It's he's not gonna come for her though. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? You about to get. I'm telling you, bro. Let her know. Let her know. Exactly. You gonna stop coming at my damn girl like that? And that's why he made the comment he did. Oh. Yeah. Damn. Well, I guess he did. But what if that's not even him in there at all? It could be one or two things. Who knows? Or it probably is. Mm. Damn. Damn! He just threw her ass in the Wait! How the hell? How the hell, Klaus? Explain this one! How you just toss her in the damn. Yo! That happened so swiftly. Yo, so many things just happened so wildly in this episode. Oh my goodness. But I gotta unpack on my girl. Gotta end at that reveal and why and now what his comment actually meant. Everyone just thought that it was him admiring her figure. I actually didn't even think he had saw her like that at all. I thought it was just completely something else. But now I got to go back and make sure I didn't miss any segments. So before I speak on what I'm about to speak of, I'm gonna make sure I got all my ducks in a row and I'll talk about a few things in the post reaction. That said, this felt very short. And it was short. There's a lot of minutes left. So let's see what's about to play out from here. All right. Lies as easily as she breathes. I agree. Oh. 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 We knew. Damn, that hurts. Yeah, it's not just you, my girl. Because it would mess up what his future is, what he wants. Oh, she's probably never heard that in her life. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Quite a bit to unpack there. I need to check a few things though before I start speaking, so it'll be another split moment for you guys, and I'll be back to talk about my post thoughts. All right, guys, I'm back. So, just a couple of thoughts about the episode and the conclusion of the Mission Daughter Dearest arc. So, I actually think this is probably my favorite episode of the whole show so far, all things considered, especially since my best girl was involved with, of course, this episode and the entirety of the arc and had such a high part to play with this entire story. So I'm going to start a little backwards and then I'll go back to everything else that transpired. So first off, I want to give a big shout out to Klaus. I really, really do. You know, people can say what they want about someone like Klaus being, oblivious to other people's feelings and emotions. But this, as we've learned, is also a young adult himself who just so happens to be the greatest spy in the world that's had to take on a very big responsibility with that title while also having these girls that now serve under lamplight with him that he also wants to protect. But also wants to be a family too. You know, we got to remember Inferno, who was his family, is no longer here now, and then he ended up being betrayed and ended up and basically ended up having to be the one to take his leader out of commission, which of course was taken out by an assassin anyway. And so this man has lost everything. This man has nothing. And I really want to give a big shout out to him for the fact that he was direct with her. He thought about his answer and he looked her straight in the eye. He told her how he felt, which is the fact that he can't see romantic interest for anyone, but it's also because of the fact that he wants to be able to have familial ties with the people that he serves and fight with. Because this fight is going to take probably everybody out and put them all in an early grave. And this man just has a lot of other things to think about than romance, than having a family and things of that nature. And so for someone like Greta, who is very emotionally vulnerable, and while she puts on this stoic, very direct and just very, stern demeanor, she, at the end of the day, is a very fragile girl that is trying to make sense of everything. She's trying to make sure, of course, with where she's at now, that she does the right things to make sure her and her girls and everybody gets out of their situation alive, while also being able to work through her own feelings that she has in the age that she is. And, it just so happens that it ended up being close, that she ended up getting deeply attached to with her emotions and her love. And I really do like the way that this was able to end. Now, I had to go back and see in episode 8 if they actually did do the cover of her face, because I didn't remember that being divulged in that episode or not. But now we know that the episode, just like how they hid Erna from us, the new girl that they added in at the end of the first Impossible mission, we now know that they did intentionally block that side of her face with the way that her hair was, so that we, the viewers, could not see that she actually wears a mask in her day-to-day life in general, because her birthmark, which to her is ugly, to her does not depict beauty, is just in something that she has been obviously bullied and ridiculed about and everything throughout the course of her life. It's not something that she's really had an opportunity to really address and to deal with. So, I think that getting to have that moment at the end where all the feelings were laid to rest, we were able to get everything out in the open, how everyone feels. I feel that for both Klaus and for Greta, they handled that very well, very maturely. Obviously, there was a lot of emotions behind that, but I think that was a very good conclusion to dealing with a really weird situation. Again, he's the leader of these girls, and you can't be a consistent leader when you're trying to navigate romantic emotions with one of the people that you're supposed to be serving with, you're supposed to be leading. It's just more professional etiquette than anything, really. So I like that that's been dealt with now, and now that that's all out the way, we're not going to go into the end of the season with them not being able to have that conversation. And being that Klaus has always come across as a person that would never let something like that sit too long, I figured that we would get that either this episode or at the season finale. And so I'm just happy to see that we finally wrapped that part of this up so we can focus on the rest of the story. So, as far as the episode itself goes, we did learn that Roland is actually who they were calling Corpse, and he actually picked up Olivia when she was a prostitute, because he assassinated all of the people that were basically, I guess, that, she was basically having sex with. And of course, because he had a glimmer in his eyes that was different from any of the other guys or people that she had been dealing with, that gave her a purpose in her life to be able to serve someone. I always like how, especially in anime, you can see when the eyes are really dead and devoid of life, and in Olivia's case, the glimmer in her eyes came back. Unfortunately, as we learned throughout this episode, she probably should have chosen someone else and chosen a different career, because this career clearly did not work out, and ultimately it ended up with both of them in a suitcase. How both of them fit in that damn thing, I have no idea. I'll have to go back and watch the episode to figure out how they managed to elaborately pull that one off. But we now know that Roland was absolutely no chance for the other girls who had went with Klaus after all, and that, as we learned, Greta, being her best girl status stuff, she had actually been disguising herself as Klaus while he was handling that situation. On the other hand, he put a lot of faith and confidence in Greta and the other girls to be able to handle the mansion situation. While he handled that, it all came together in a great way in the end. And I think that all in all, definitely this impossible mission was definitely handled a bit better than the first impossible mission, which completely train wrecked the entire show and its rating. So, I don't really have too many things to really say about the conclusion to the fight. I mean, it went about exactly as you could have anticipated, which is they didn't stand a chance. Obviously, bullets continue not to hit their target in this show whatsoever. I don't even know why we have guns, but alas, we have guns. I mean, I guess guns hit their target when they really need to, but 99% of the time, they don't hit anything. We got stormtrooper type shooting going on here, so I gotta tell you, it's a wild situation. But I think that this was a good wrap up to this second full Impossible mission, and then obviously with the season finale being next week, at least I think it is the season finale. Let me make sure. Yes, it is the season finale next week with episode 12. I guess it'll be nice to see what comes next for Lamplight and Klaus now that the major situation between Greta and Klaus has been handled and the second mission is done. We will see what the future holds for them, and I will see what the future holds for my rating on this show. So I'm pretty consistent with where my rating's probably going to fall with on this show at this point. As I've told you guys from the start, well, really since post episode 3 and when I came back to doing reactions to the show, it is, you know, incredibly unlikely that the show gets above a 6. But if it is able to get a 6, then, you know, that's a job well done for the show, recovering from what was a completely disastrous first couple of episodes and really first half of the show. So that's what I got for you. So thanks a lot for watching the reaction. If you did like the video, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. So I will see you guys next week for episode 12, the season finale of Spy Classroom. And until that time, catch you later.